Hi, this is Samantha Mann and discussion board 3 on chapters 8 and 9 from our law and ethics books. So I'm going to talk about 3 of the laws and discuss them and how they affect the students in our schools. The first one is the Civil Rights Act of 1964, which was for discrimination, which is when people of color or gender or religion are treated differently and unfairly. So something that I think affects the students in our schools, from my experience, is a particular minority group receiving a larger number of office referrals versus the majority of the white. And when you start looking at those numbers and those statistics and seeing that minority group is being targeted, it's something that needs to be addressed. And making sure that we are treating all students fairly and not discriminating, even if it is unintentional. The second law that I'm going to talk about is the Equal Education Opportunities Act of 1974. And that's just prohibiting any state or school from denying opportunities. This it seems to be geared more towards like our ELL learners, our English language learners, and making sure that we're providing opportunities in their native language and actions to overcome those language barriers to make sure they're allowed equal participation in school functions, in school programs, whatever it may be. The third one is the Individuals with Disability Education Improvement Act of 2004, and there was a lot in that one. The most recent amendment was in 2004, but it's been around since 1975, but then it was called the Education for All Handicapped Children Act. To me, this affects a lot of students. As far as, students with disabilities, they still have rights. Not saying they can go and behave inappropriately or anything like that, because they'll still have consequences, but we have to make sure that their rights are being upheld, and that if their behavior shows a problem, manifestation determination needs to be done to determine if the behavior is a result of the disability or if it's not. And from there, you kind of know a little bit better how to proceed, but making sure that at all times, they have a free and appropriate education that's for all students with or without disabilities, but also making sure they're afforded the right to the least restrictive environment, so that they can be with their non-disabled peers as much as possible, but still make gains in their educational achievement. And then there's also a lot of procedural safeguards put in place to make sure that all conflicts are upheld and heard and addressed in the appropriate manner through the manifestation determination, mediators, student discipline if it is with their behavior, or it isn't with functional behavior assessments, behavioral plans, whatever it may be, hearing officers, due process. All of those things go into things that as school leaders will have more knowledge about. At this time, I don't think many teachers, or even myself as a dean, have a whole lot of experience with that, due to this being more done with special education administrators. But still wanting to make sure that our student safety is upheld, and our student rights are upheld at all times. Thanks.